You're not failing because you're lazy. You're failing because of something you think is helping you. And until you stop it, nothing will change. I'm going to tell you exactly what it is, but I need you to be honest with yourself for the next few minutes. Because what I'm about to say, you already know. You've just been ignoring it. Everyone online tells you the same thing. Learn a skill. Find your niche. Watch the right people, and eventually it'll click. So that's what you did. You watched, you learned, you consumed hours, days, months, and you told yourself, this is how it works. You have to learn first. You have to be ready before you start. That belief is keeping you broke. Not the economy, not the algorithm. That belief right there. Think about last week. How many videos did you watch about making money online? 5? Ding. More. Now tell me, how many things did you actually publish? 0, or maybe 1, but you deleted it because it didn't feel good enough. And then you went back to watching same room, same phone, same result. Here's what's actually happening inside your brain. And this is the part that most people never hear. Every time you watch a video about making money, your brain releases dopamine. The same dopamine it releases when you actually make money. Not as much, but enough. Enough to feel like you did something. Enough to feel like progress. Enough to kill the urgency to actually act. So your brain learned a shortcut. Why do the hard, scary, uncertain work of creating something? When watching gives you the same feeling for free, you didn't choose this. Your brain chose it for you. And now it's a habit. A deeply wired, invisible, comfortable habit that is silently destroying your chances every single day. Now here's the part I really need you to sit with. Because this is where it gets uncomfortable. There's a reason you haven't stopped yet. Even though you know something isn't working, I'll tell you what that reason is in a moment. But first, let me show you how deep this actually goes. Ask yourself this. When you imagine making money online, what does that feel like? Exciting, right? Now, when you imagine actually posting something, what does that feel like? Scary, uncomfortable, like you might fail in public? And your brain noticed that difference. Watching equals safe. Creating equals risk. So every day you wake up intending to start, and every day you end up watching one more video instead, and you call it research. It's not research. It's avoidance, dressed up as productivity. And the longer this goes on, the harder it becomes to break. Because here is uncomfortable truth number 1. You don't actually have an information problem. You already know enough to start. You knew enough 6 months ago. The information was never the issue. You have an action problem, and no amount of watching will fix an action problem. Watching more is the opposite of fixing it. Every video you consume instead of creating is another vote that you are not someone who acts, and your brain is listening to every vote, building a story about who you are. That story right now says, you're a watcher, not a doer. And until that story changes, the behavior won't change either. So here's the truth. The people making money online right now are not more educated than you. They didn't watch more videos. They didn't wait until they felt ready. They started before they were ready. And they failed. Publicly, quietly, repeatedly, and kept going anyway. That's the difference. Not talent, not luck, not timing. They chose discomfort. You chose comfort. And comfort is making you poor. But here's what I haven't told you yet. And this is the part that actually matters. There's a specific reason why even motivated people who genuinely want this, still can't stop consuming. It's not weakness. It's identity. You don't see yourself as a creator yet. You see yourself as a student. Always preparing, always almost ready, but never quite there. And students consume, creators produce, until you shift that identity from student to creator. Your brain will keep pulling you back to the screen every time, without fail. Now, the second uncomfortable truth, the more you consume without acting, the worse your confidence gets, because you keep seeing other people creating, and you're not. So the gap in your head grows bigger. Their content looks polished. Yours doesn't exist yet, so you watch more to close the gap. But watching doesn't close the gap. It widens it. Every day you don't publish, you fall further behind the version of you that could have started. A year from now, that version could be unrecognizable. Or you could be in the same chair, watching the same type of video, wondering why nothing changed. So here's the one thing I want you to do. Not 5 things. Not a system. One, chingi. Stop watching. Start making today. Not when you feel ready. Not when the idea is perfect. Today, whatever you know right now is enough to make one piece of content. One post, one video, one tweet, something with your name on it that exists in the world. That's it. That's the whole shift. Here's why it works. When you publish something, even something bad, your brain gets new information. Not, I watched a creator. I am a creator. That one piece of data rewires the loop. It gives your brain a new identity to protect, and identity drives behavior far more than motivation ever will. Motivation is a feeling. Identity is a decision. So when you publish even once, you start becoming the person and that person doesn't need to watch 10 videos before they act. That person already knows they can. 6 months from now, if you make this shift today, you won't recognize yourself. Not because you got rich overnight, but because you finally became someone who acts, someone who ships, someone who has real feedback from the real world. Instead of theoretical knowledge from a screen, that person has a chance. The watcher doesn't. Remember how I started this video? I said you're not failing because you're lazy. You're failing because of something you think is helping you. Now, you know what that thing is? It's the watching. It's the consuming. It's the comfortable lie that more information will finally be enough. It won't. The only thing that will be enough is you showing up, making something, putting it out before you feel ready. Stop watching. Go make something.